Hello once again. I hope this first hasn't become too familiar with you, but if it has, then I hope it's for good reasons. But welcome back again. In this session, I'll be taking you through the benefits of B Corps and some of the expectations to address in this session. It's true, B Corp certification brings a lot of benefits and value to a company. And allow me to begin, as you can see on my screen, to just go and elaborate some of the benefits that have become very clear, at least from the feedback that we get from our certified B Corps and aspiring B Corps as well, and particularly more from investors and financial institutions. To begin, it's very true that being a certified B Corp earns you credibility, really props your brand value, and also inspires trust towards your brand from a lot of your stakeholders. The reason for that is because doing the assessment allows you to then go and introspect into a lot of your practices and ensure that you're working continuously to get to the best standards in the different sections of your business that are our global standards. By doing so, then that then draws a lot of credibility to you, because it's to say that you've allowed an external body to look into your processes and the way you operate as a business, and they have assessed you against a very high global standards, and they found you to meet those standards and gone over to certify you as a B Corp. It's true that most times when companies certify and become B Corps, then one of the things that happens is they're able to unlock markets that they were not able to unlock before. Two is they're also able to gain access to export markets that they didn't have access to before. And case in point is, for example, the Kenya flour companies certifying as B Corps, having our B Corp IP logo on their products, and then now being able to compete competitively with flours from other markets in different supermarket aisles in developed markets like the UK, the US, Australia, because a conscious customer there can clearly see that this is a bouquet of flowers that is from a company that is certified as a B Corp. And that to them means that that company, for example, ensures that they do not use any child labor. The people that work in that farm are paid at least minimum wage or above. That company also works intentionally to ensure that they are not doing any practices that erode the environment, and so on and so forth. Hence, that level of credibility and visibility and improved brand visibility and value. Secondly, certifying as a B Corp earns you a seat at the global movement. And this global movement is a movement of entrepreneurs and founders and business leaders who are very intentional about running companies that are responsible, companies that have a mandate to be a force for good in the environments and the economies where they operate in. Third, and this is extremely very exciting to financial partners, investors, or your bankers. And one of the things that is going to be very clear from their side, looking at you as a certified B Corp or a company that's going through B Corp certification, is the fact that the assessment really works to ensure that we combat what we call short-termism. Here, it's commonly known as briefcase companies. So companies that are set up to achieve a very near-term goal and then possibly close shop and move on. But B Corp certification works to ensure that a business is set up and has a mandate to look far on into the future, be sustainable, and as that business grows, then it brings value to all its stakeholders. Now, the fourth benefit is being able to attract investment. I'll begin, first of all, by going back to what I said in a different session, that the assessment is quantified, which is to say that as you go through the questions are weighted and you get scored. You earn scores as you go through the assessment of the different pillars. Now, what that does is that at the end of it, those scores are then analyzed as per the different pillars. Investors are also very keen with our assessment because it helps them with a great deal of that basic level and more of due diligence, because going through the assessment we have to verify a lot of your business information, documentation, practices, and processes. And then fifth, being able to collaborate, benchmark, and network. We have different ways to do this. In Kenya, we have what we call social connects, which is to say every quarter we have a gathering of our B Corps, our partners, aspiring B Corps, and a lot of other ecosystem players. And we come together in a physical event. We have panel discussions, we have showcases, we celebrate the B Corps that are certified within the challenges that companies are dealing with. So that's one. Two, we also have a lot of webinars to address different thematic areas that the different sets of our stakeholders express interest in. Three, we also have a summit that we have every year that brings everyone that works with us across the continent to one location physically. And for 2 days, we have different sets of engagements and we make sure to address everything as well as celebrate our wins. And then lastly, certified B Corps have also given us this feedback, and that's being able to increase your employee engagement. So it's very common that growth businesses or startups, or some of the times even mature businesses, have a lot of challenge keeping workforce within them. Now, what happens is that going through the assessment, you're going to realize that that workers pillar really showcases the different ways you can bring as a benefit to your workforce besides the actual compensation in terms of pay. So with that said, I hope this is clear. Again, remember, if you need any clarification on this, you can always reach out to us. We're more than happy to jump onto a call and clarify and support you through your B Corp certification process. But with that said, it's been an honor again to be with you in this session. Pleased that we're able to record again. Thank you very much and see you on the next session. Bye-bye.